Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits gaming channel. This is the first of my attempts at making videos for the coming holiday period. Not a national holiday or anything, yet my holiday. I'm on my way to Canada. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably flying down a slope on a plank of wood. I.e. a snowboard. Right, what I've basically got here is a couple of replays of Kolobanovs medal opportunities. Alright, first one's going to be me. The second one is going to be the guy I'm platooned with. Okay, Grey Mains. Okay, he's in a KV-1, platooned up. Myself, the one Jedi and Grey Mains. We're both in KV-1s, me and Grey Mains, and Jedi is in his gorilla. And basically, we are on the frozen version of a Ruinberg. Alright, now, what is a Kolobanovs medal? Why? What do you need to get a Kolobanovs medal? Well, it needs to, a special set of circumstances needs to happen. Before we get into that, I've chosen the 85mm Grey Mains, as you can see there. It's gone for the derp. There is two options of guns with this. You've got the 85mm that I'm using and the derp. There's arguments for and against each one, but this is the same setup that I used for the Fun Cup in my KV-1, so I kept it pretty much the same. The derp gun for me, unless you're spamming gold, isn't that reliable at the higher tiers. You can do well with this gun at the higher tiers if you shoot, you know, in the weak spots and things. A little bit more accurate, a little bit faster firing, catches people off guard, but it's personal preference. What is required for a Kolobanovs medal then? Well, basically it requires a set of circumstances. You have to be the last tank remaining on your team against 5 enemy vehicles. They could be any vehicles, it just has to be 5 of them. And basically you have to win the game. Be that by cap or destroying them or whatever. You have to actually win though, you cannot draw. The usual way people do it is they destroy all the vehicles. It's very difficult to cap when you're 1 versus 5. It has been done before, but it's very rare. That's one of the good things about the derp gun. See, Grey Mains just one-shot that Wolverine there. Or on his derp gun shenanigans in the second game. Basically, the team in this particular game, we're top tier, we're in KV-1s. The KV-1's armour, people often refer to the armour of the KV-1 as not that good, but at tier 5 it is absolutely bitchin' armour. It's got reasonably thick frontal plates. I think if I remember rightly, you don't get less than a 70 value all the way around on any of the hull, and basically the top turret is 110mm thick, which at this tier is pretty good. Now, this is where we make our mistake. The team decides to cap. Look at what's happened. The flank's been lost. Alright, guys, if you're ever in this position, do not sit in the cap circle. If they're any good, they've got a brain in their head, they can outflank you. There's 2 artillery pieces in play as well. This is where we make our mistake. Now, the bathtub, alright, the F-35CA there's got a very, very good view range. And I was trying to move to try and get him to sit behind me, but he didn't look like he was interested in that. So I decided to pull back slightly from him, try and get some shots on the guys that are definitely going to be coming down the middle. So we're just going to fight our corner. The cap gets quite high. There's 3 of us in here, but this is it. If you're going to cap, you don't sit in positions where you can get shot. Because if you can get shot, basically, you just end up ticking the counter down. Says he, who's now presented himself in front of the enemy team. The thing is, I know we're not going to cap this. I pretty much knew. Matilda 4, however, is an easy penetration for me. Now Artie gets involved. Should I have stayed behind the wall there? Well, I don't really want to win by cap. You know, I want to play this game properly, and I say properly, but I want to do as much damage as I possibly can. It's getting a bit dire now. This is about this point when the team starts to basically become completely outflanked. Alright, and basically gets taken apart here. The bathtub can't do any more there. He's got to back off because he's taking hits. And Grey Mains and the KV-1S basically shoot each other into oblivion. The KV-1S sees Grey Mains. Grey Mains fires, and at the same time the artillery takes him out, just as his shell leaves the barrel. And basically the bathtub goes around the corner, along with the PDR, and basically gets absolutely nailed. Now I'm aiming for the 82's weak spot here, but at this distance, not going to happen. And I see the artillery. Now I decide now, we're not going to cap, alright, we're 4-6, we're not going to cap, they've got artillery. I'm going to go chase them. I wanted to go around the flank of the 82, and I wanted to come around this kind of area. I noticed the BDR dies. Around here, because when he closes in on the bathtub, I want side shots on him. Right, that was my plan anyway. And the 82 actually obliges me, but leaving those 2 alone basically means that they get absolutely annihilated. The 82 finishes off the Covenanter, and the M37 finishes the bathtub. So this is the Kolobanovs opportunity. I'm against 6 enemy tanks. I need to get smart now. There's another reason I wanted to show this replay. I actually inadvertently try and reverse side scrape at one point in this replay as well, and I've never managed to master the skill. I just can't seem to get my freaking head around it. But side scraping is basically when you show an angled armour, increases your armour thickness, etc. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Alright, now I'm going to chase down the arty, but the Crusader gets up my arse before I manage to catch them. And I'm kind of expecting him to flank me now, so I'm going to act like I haven't spotted him and I don't know he's there. Drive towards the artillery, and at the last possible moment, what I'm basically going to do is use my track and my turret traverse to spin around and catch this guy out. And I want to try and get as much of my frontal armour facing him as I can. I'm still traversing the hull slightly, and bang, there he goes. Now if I'd have had the derp gun there, I probably could have killed him, but you know, hey ho. And also the derp gun would have been useful against the AT2, but I managed to deal with the AT2. So I'm just now keeping on the move for artillery, and that AT2 has just powered on, carried on pushing, and now something's capping. The enemy team, to all their credit, have played this perfectly. I'm now under all kinds of pressure. We've got 2 artillery shooting at me, so focus on one enemy, finish him off. Now I want to get round before that bloody AT2 starts pounding shots into me. Manages to get one into me. The Crusader corpse blocks my path, but I managed to get round. Now I know I can't outrun the AT2 here. He's bearing down on me too quickly. So what I basically do again, swing out wide, start turning the turret. I'm looking at him, and then I turn the hull at the last minute, angle the arse, take his track off and penetrate. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you want to do to tank destroyers coming around the corner. And I'm just going to keep pounding his inner drive wheel. Alright, and just keep penetrating him. Didn't penetrate there, but I still kept him tracked. He hasn't got a repair kit by the looks of things. Managed to finish him off. The duck tank, the AMX-40, is firing at me from the cap circle, and artillery is getting in play. Artillery's moved forward. Well played to the artillery. Now this is reverse side scraping. Alright, reverse side scraping. All they can see is that of my tank. It's a little bit over angled for the Churchill, but it's not too much of an issue. The Churchill's going to get eaten by my tracks and everything. I'm trying to keep out of artillery's line of fire. Take out one of them. This Churchill just does not know where to shoot me. The duck tank is not a threat here. The AMX-40 is not a threat. But the Churchill 3 is. Now, I'm lucky that this guy's not a very good player in this Churchill. And he's basically just sitting there. That guy should be driving towards me now, closing the distance, because he can just keep shooting with the turret. This is the bit where things start to go pear-shaped. I decided to focus on the AMX to try and decap. This was a mistake, because it gives the Churchill 3 my side turret, which is flat. Alright, it's flat. And the artillery then hits me. And this is where I start to basically panic. And this is where I lose the game. I take a shot at the AMX. The Churchill 3 is still shooting at me. And this is where the game's lost. Okay, I'm tracked in the open. Alright, the Churchill chooses this point to start driving towards me. But I keep focusing on the AMX-40. Even if I'd fired on the Churchill, I don't think I could have got back to reset the 40 anyway. But I try and get away. I realise it's not going to happen. The Churchill 3 is actually quite fast. I want to face him frontally. Turn my frontal arm around. Looking for one more shot on the 40, just in case he pokes his head around again, but I don't think he's going to. No, he doesn't. Basically, then I see the Churchill 3 out the corner of my eye on the map screen. He donks his first shot. Shoot the turret of a Churchill 3, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, he does manage to go for the ram and shoots me. Alright, so Kolobanovs opportunity missed. Could I have done that? Could I have played that differently? I think so. Post-game stats time. Not really much to write home about on the post-game stats screen, really, guys. It was only a Class 1 Mastery badge. Nothing major, really. Fighter, kill 4 or 5 enemy vehicles, duelist, and fire for effect. It was so close to a Kolobanovs, it was unbelievable. I think if I'd focused that Churchill down, I could have been okay. For the team score side of things, then, it goes without saying I did reasonably well compared to the rest of the team. Because I got a courageous resistance for high caliber, yeah, I actually did better than anyone on the enemy team. But shout out to this Churchill 3, Neko. He's not a very good player. I've checked his stats. Statistically, he's not very good. And Tafon as well in the AMX-40. You won them the game. Without you there, I would have basically nailed this guy. You provided enough of a distraction, so well played to those guys. Whether it was planned, well, yeah. What can you say? On to the next one, guys. This one's going to be a little bit different, okay? It's going to be Greymanes, and he's going to be using the other gun. And he does it with a little bit more style and panache than what I do. Alright, check this out. Okay, this is Greymane's attempt. Now, like we saw in the previous video, okay, Greymane's uses the U11 derp gun. I think it's like a 105mm howitzer type, or 122mm howitzer. Now, he uses this as his pimp tank. Okay, he fires, he has a complete 25-25 split of gold ammo and HE. I was going to put this replay into the Chronicles of Derp. However, he doesn't use derp ammo. He doesn't use HE. That was one of the prerequisites of the Chronicles of Derp. You can't fire heat, so unfortunately. But it is a Kolobanovs opportunity. So, you know, I thought it would be worthwhile putting it into a little collaboration with one of mine. So here we go. Now we are on Fjords. Okay, I personally don't really particularly like this map. Most of the team have gone down south. They're going to be quite a bit of resistance down there. You've got the north push up here you can take from this base, and then the middle. Now AD's decided, Greymanes, that's his real name in real life, guys. He's a personal friend of mine. I've worked with him as a first aid. He's a first aid instructor for many years. I say many years. We worked together for about a year, and then he went off to do his own thing, which is cool. I think he's now making chairs and doing sort of like call it steampunky type stuff now. He's a proper eccentric kind of guy. He's funny as hell. He's a good guy to have around. He's always up for a laugh. Now he's flanking basically because all the enemy team basically converge towards the middle, which is great. The problem is, the friendly team don't really put up a lot of resistance, and unfortunately the KV-1's not very fast. Just going to speed up the replay now. You'll see the kills start to rain in as I speed it up by ×2. I'll actually put it to ×4. Look how quick these guys are dying. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, we are up to significant losses. We're 6-2 down. But this is where the heat ammo wielding KV-1, yeah. See ya. Oh, he missed the first shot. No! I was so expecting that to hit. Unlucky. Alright, let's reload. There's about a 9-second reload on this cannon. However, oh, beautiful. Bang! Yeah. Boom, you're dead. Oh, poor little Valentine. Now we're 12-3 down. Oh dear. This video, if I didn't have one of my own replays to go with it, basically would be called World of One-Shots. This is just bullying from the KV-1. This is what the KV-1 with the derp cannon excels at. This Chi-He, what the hell are you doing, bro? Boom. See you later. Bear in mind that's 4 shots fired and 3 kills. We don't even need to angle our armour against the Chi-He. Manages to hit us in the tracks, and we lob a shell into his hull and basically penetrates. Just out of interest, guys, the ammunition on this tank has 140mm of penetration, which is absolutely no worries for anything on the enemy team. 140mm pen. It is heat ammunition, so it doesn't like tracks and spaced armour, etc. But you know, it's just as a pimp tank at tier 5, minus maybe the T67, which used to be the old T49. It's my kind of pimpish type tank when I used to play it with the derp, when I really did used to enjoy it. Basically, we're just going to make a little bit of a mosey on back to the cabin. This is where the game turns into a Kolobanovs opportunity. 80's alone against 7 tanks. Alright, so if he manages to kill them all, he's up for one of the most sought after medals in the game. Now, somebody has mentioned in one of my comments from my previous videos that they covet the Razanized Heroes medal more than the Kolobanovs. I think the Razanized Heroes medal is one of those things, you are just lucky. You can't really win a Razanized Heroes medal with skill because the enemy team have to be shit and your team have to be equally as shit in order for you to kill 14 of them. So it is kind of, this is more skill based. If AD plays this properly with this cannon, he can actually win this game now. He's taken out 1 KV-1, so that's 7 shots fired, 6 kills. Make that 8 shots fired and 7 kills. However, there is still a very dangerous Chi-Ha player on the enemy team, and he's very, very good. And we're going to be seeing him very, very shortly. But we're not over yet one-shotting people. AD's now defending his cap circle, which is a really, really good... Sorry, Greymanes. I must start calling him Greymanes. He's now defending his own cap circle. This is the wisest play to do, really. They've got to come to him now, and he basically wants to take them on one at a time. Which is exactly what he does. Takes a little bit of damage from the Matilda Black Prince. I would have shot the KV-1 here, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I wouldn't be scared of the Matilda. But it's at this point where the KV-1S decides to get a little bit too clever. Bang. Shoots us with some HE, but then the Chi-Ha's got our ass, and I think he's firing APCR at this stage, and he handles AD really well. But we're not really going to, you know, worry about him for much longer. But the KV-1 then uses that opportunity, alright, to plant an 85mm shell into the back of him. He was very, very, very close. If he could have prioritised that KV-1 maybe, this game could have gone a hell of a lot differently. But unfortunately the Chi-He, sorry, came in the right time. The Chi-Ha, sorry, came at the right time and distracted him and turned his turret round. That's the advantage of that 85mm on the KV-1. It does butcher other KV-1s quite nicely. Right, let's check out the post-game stats then. Unfortunately, that's a defeat. That was kind of unfortunate, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Defeats hurt at the best of times. When you basically lose to that kind of odds. His heart must have been going like 10 to the dozen. Alright, anyway, Mastery Badge. Yeah, Ace Tanker, no shit. Fire for effect, cause more damage to any vehicles and hit points to your vehicle. Yeah, Duelist. Radley Walters Medal for killing 8 or 9 enemy vehicles. Defender Medal, Top Gun, and High Caliber. Alright, he basically did more than the entire team put together. He did more damage, and I believe, if I do the maths, experience than his entire team, pretty much. Nowhere on the enemy winning team came anywhere close to him. Shout out to the KV-1 though, 1300 damage. He did do okay. Fired a hell of a lot of gold though. You don't make money in a pimp tank. But what you do is you fire 11 shots with 10 direct hits and 9 kills. Seal clubbing. But you know, if you got the mechanics are there, you know, you need to fire that heat if you get into tier 7 games as well. But anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate there, really. And that brings our video to a conclusion. I hope they enjoyed that. A couple of defeats, guys. It's not always good to just show wins in the really epic games, but I think this particular game was worth actually showing, even though it was a defeat. Yeah, 10 shots, 9 kills. That'll do me at any game. Or 10 hits, should I say. Right. Catch you later, guys. Bye now.